Thank you for staying with us. We still have our panelists looking at the January 1 broadcast by the president. And let me come back to you now on Boladale Adekoya, political scientist. Earlier on, you were trying to talk about the president's fight against corruption, but then we went for that break. So what were you trying to say about that?
Now, what I'm trying to say is this. For almost 3 years now, the president, at every interval, he has always reiterated his commitment towards the anti-corruption war and how far the campaign has gone. The campaign has gone. However, surprisingly, the New Year speech, all of a sudden, we couldn't find anything about how far he has gone with the anti-corruption war. That shows clearly that now I think he has come to some realization that members in his cabinet, as his administration, has not only knighted corruption in the nucleus of this country, but also that through people that he has appointed also, that the war of corruption is nothing but a ruse. So we can clearly see that.
Do you have proof? I mean, because he said...
No, of course. Let's start with the issue of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation that was removed, but not tried. That is the proof. That is one proof also. Let's start with the issue of the...
I mean, there was an investigative plan.
Yes, okay. And he was found guilty. He was removed from office.
He wasn't found guilty.
Oh, why was he removed from office?
I mean, it's an allegation.
Yeah.
So that's the right thing to
do. There was an allegation against him.
That was the right thing to do.
A presidential report was set up.
Okay.
And headed by the vice president.
Okay.
They gave a recommendation that, based on the investigation they made, that he is guilty. And they gave a recommendation to the president. And based on that recommendation, the president had to, initially, it was suspended initially. Then it was removed when it was established that he actually engaged in those atrocities. And when he was removed, was it tried? No, it wasn't tried. It was only removed.
That's just one example.
No, that's okay. Let's start with Delia also, the former director of the Nigerian intelligence agency as well.
They were together.
No. It's a different case entirely. We are talking about the Koyi loot, and we are talking about funds made for IDPs. Then we also have individuals within the cabinet also that are majorly allegations against. We have the issue of the former governor of Rivers State also, that there have been positions against him, that nothing has been done about it. We have the chief of army staff also, General Brutai also, the allegations of him having luxurious estates in Dubai also.
The president cannot
These are
act
allegations.
on allegations.
Thank you. These are allegations. However, it is incumbent on him. For if you have members of your administration that have been allegedly involved in corrupt practices, yours is to investigate. And surprisingly, let's start with the issue of Amechi. EFCC has not even till now, almost 3 years now, not a single panel has been set up to investigate allegations against him.
The EFCC have had their own fair share of having issues with the confirmation of the chairman. Don't you think that will even put them off balance first and foremost?
No. I was saying because he has issues of leadership, because they're unable to confirm the chairman, they should not do anything.
I mean, if you don't have a good leadership, how do you think?
Oh, then let us dissolve the EFCC. Oh, no,
that's not the issue.
Since there is no chairman to give leadership role, to direct. Oh, there's an acting chairman. So why can't the acting chairman set up a investigative committee to investigate allegations against the Minister of Transportation, former governor of Rivers State? What has been done about it? Nothing.
This is January 2018. Let's see what will happen before this year runs out or before the turn of the
You're only being hopeful. I am not.
I have to be hopeful. I mean, that's what Nigerians should be having at the moment. But then let me come back to the hangout and let me bring you into this conversation again. Let me look at you. Perkins, earlier on, you were talking about the security issue before we again went for that break. But let's also take a step back, and look at the economy. The president also talked about the economy during his broadcast. Don't you think that there should be, or there would be, gains to be consolidated on in this year?
I believe, honestly, I believe there will be gains.
Okay, so what kind of gains are we looking at? Because
yeah, it is the size. Yeah, first, stimulating the economy. I don't know what you're doing about stimulating the economy, but one of the gains we're looking at is more jobs to be created. That's my hope. And the reason why I say that's my hope is because I know when the Bureau of Statistics released data on unemployment, quite a lot of people ran into town and start misreading the data to say, this number of persons are jobless at the time. The clear issue here is the number of people getting into the labor force. The number is higher than the amount of job available in the labor force. So also, the number of people leaving jobs, those people losing their jobs. the number is combined with the new entrants into the labor market. So it's very high. When this government came on board, they promised to create jobs. So, and up to now, we're still struggling to see the number of jobs being created. So one of the gain I'm looking at for is on job creation and also to the improvements in the economic team to ensure that
you seem to be very hopeful. You have quite a long list of things you hope will come to pass in this year. But let me just hold you there for a bit. Let me come to Isaac. Isaac, you heard Perkins talking about his okay, I think we've lost Isaac again, but at least you can see some things to hold on, you know, to give you that hope that yes, there is indeed light at the end of the tunnel. But then we have to wrap the conversation on this note. Thank you, Perkins. You joined us from Lagos, Nigeria. Of course, that's Nigeria's commercial capital. Thanks for being on the program. So let me just come back to you now to wrap. I mean, you must be hopeful. Don't you have any hope for 2018? And wrapping up now quickly. Oh
well, okay. I think it's for every bad son or daughter, there's always a good side to it. And I think we should commend the present administration for the drive in the railway sector. I think it's a good one. I think they've done tremendously well. Government is continuum, even though the project was started from last administration. We can see that they've done a lot of work on it. And I think also he made mention of the ease of doing business. I think it's a good one. They've been able to encourage foreign investors in Nigeria, and that the whole visa policy has been changed, and it's more rapid and it's faster. I think that's a good one. I'm not really a strong believer in the fact that the government should create jobs. I think they should create policies and environment for entrepreneurs to thrive. However, I think they should do more, because when the ease of business started, I remember that I also paid some more amount of money online also for the CAC, to register as a company on the CAC platform. By the end of the day, it was so I think there's still a lot of room for improvement on the two areas. However, I'm not hopeful as far as the action is concerned.
At least there's a bit of hope there for you. You've talked about a bit of things that the government has done that have impressed you. But then, Bola Political Sciences, thanks for joining us on the program. Well, that's where we are. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. Please stay with us.
This week's most viewed videos begins with that of an alleged depressed clergyman who committed suicide by hanging himself in Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria.
So when I came in and was calling, I saw the TV was working. I called, he didn't say anything. And I said, let me check the rooms. That was when I saw him. He hanged himself.
Next in fourth is the reaction of a journalist, Sam Omashaye, to the broadcast made by President Buhari on New Year's Day.
It's not a message of hope. It's a message of stagnation. It's a message of accepting the way it is.
Third spot is taken by the arrest of the leader of the Badoo cult, as well as the chief herbalist of the group.
Money will fail, big time. Trust me, mark my words. Today is the 3rd of January. Let everybody mark my words. Money will fail. In other words...
Presidential hopeful Fela Durotoye, predicting factors that will make or mar Nigeria's presidential election in 2019, is the second most viewed video in the past week.
Why? It's a very simple game. Showing anybody who pays another in every aspect of our lives demands service from the one that is paid. So no politician can ever pay you to serve you. It doesn't happen anywhere.
To lift our people out of poverty.
While the most viewed video is the broadcast by President Muhammadu Buhari on New Year's Day.
Well, there you go. Those were the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. However, if the one you were hoping to see wasn't there, just visit our YouTube channel. It's www.youtube.com/channelsweb. Now, while expressing satisfaction with efforts to stabilize and diversify the economy, the president made mention of the success recorded in agriculture. However, he missed the ICT sector. And with tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and Facebook cashing out badly, the government must, as a matter of urgency, put the ICT sector on its priority to-do list as we enter the 4th industrial revolution slowly but surely. And that's the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Victor Matthias, but let's keep the conversation going via the social media addresses showing on your screen.